today with the founder of Food Titans and also CEO of Pascal Bakery from Trinidad, Tobago. And I'm very excited to introduce Melissa to all of you, because I met Melissa this year through Clubhouse, and I had a fantastic relationship built over the couple of months with Melissa, and such a pleasure to have her in our community as well, and also see Melissa transform and grow her business. And the platform that I would love for all of you to know about is Food Titans platform, which is newly created. It is for conscious food manufacturers. And what is conscious food manufacturers, you might ask, and why is it important? So I'd love for you all to hear from Melissa directly on why she created Food Titans. So welcome, Melissa. Thank you for being here today. And we are here on my Facebook, and this is also going to be shown and shared with the people and exhibitors and visitors of the Global Business Bash in Saudi Arabia, happening right now to help grow the arts and entertainment industry in Saudi Arabia. So welcome. And Melissa, can you please share about Food Titans and what is it about and why do you create this?
Absolutely. So the story begins, Mashida, first of all, thank you for inviting me on your platform. Truly appreciate it. And certainly our relationship over the last couple of months has really blossomed into something so beautiful and fruitful. So much love, much respect. First and foremost. Food Titans, you know, I think it has always been there. It's been something that has been nagging at me for years. However, I just didn't have the courage. I was crippled by fear, you know, and most people would look at me and say, oh no, Melissa's, you know, go getter, she will get it done. But for some reason, I guess with your coaching and you know, with the forgiveness and really healing, it really burst at the right time. So what it is, so I would start start off with where I was and how it affected and burst Food Titans. So I lead a second generation family food manufacturing business in the Caribbean, Trinidad and Tobago. And being in that position, growing up in a family business, there is a lot of complexities, and it also can be very complicated putting business and family together. There's construction going on in my house, I'm so sorry. That's a noise. So, you know, all the very specific tribulations, the experiences, the hardships, the struggles. I know that a family business is very different. And when you take family business and food manufacturing, it's a sweet spot, you know. Only you could be a food manufacturer, but being in a family business, it adds even more layers of complexity, more layers of how do you deal with your father at the same time creating conscious food. Now, what is conscious food? Conscious food is literally understanding that we have a obligation, a responsibility as food manufacturers to create wholesome food, even from our state of being, the way that we treat our employees, the mantras we live by, our mission, our vision, and to ensure that our people, our employees understand and share the same vision as we do. And notwithstanding, of course, quality, raw materials, all those things, right? So I think it's really focusing on the how. How do we approach creating food for other families? You know, and Food Titans is really sweet spot is this, helping food manufacturing who are family business navigate from first generation into second generation, because there's a lot of pain in that transition. Yep.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know there is a lot of, you know, because of certain cultures that's passed down, especially in family businesses, the new generations, because of a new experience, new mindset, and even new markets, sometimes there is a little bit of challenge there, not say little bit, but, you know, there is obviously a challenge when it comes to transforming the change, especially when the founder or the creator of the business is like, you know, this is what it is, and I'm not going to change. It can create a little bit of stress, especially for the new generation that is taking over, and really believing of how and knowing how this business can actually succeed. Now, Melissa, what advice would you give, especially right now in your community? The people inside there are people who are heart-centered entrepreneurs. They believe in conscious food manufacturing. And I love that you say right from the production to how you treat your customers, to how you treat your staff. It is all part of the ecosystems, because everything is energy, and what we put in our mouths and into our stomachs, into our whole body is energy. I really highly support your work, but what would you advise, or what would you share about, you know, some business owners who are especially second generation, or they bought over another company, and they have to start recreating everything consciously, even up to the ingredients, certain ingredients. They say, I'm not going to have this inside the food anymore because it's not conscious. What advice would you give, especially when they want to create changes?
So the first thing is that founders and next gen speak different languages. And once we understand that, I believe that we can approach something in a different manner. So that's the first understanding. The second thing that we have to accept is, because we speak different languages, we have different goals. Each generation have different goals, different aims, different ambitions, right? And our whys are different. And that's the reason why there's so much conflict, because of those massive differences between founders and second gen, the next gen. And then once we have that understanding, now the next gen, yes, there is a need to prove yourself. You know, there's this need. However, you know what? We need to really get grounded in who we are. And I'm saying this because I lived it. There was so many times when I just thought if I didn't prove myself, I wasn't enough. I was constantly seeking approval from my father, who was the founder. And the more that I just learned to get comfortable in my shoes, understand that I have the capacity and get the confidence, and my awareness grew. It took me a lot of years, and I'm still on this journey. But the last year is when you really see results. You know, it sounds, I know I'm not answering from a business context, because a lot of us are massively skilled in terms of business, in terms of that aspect that comes naturally, you know, but your business skill sets cannot really impact if you yourself as a human being are not solid. So it's like taking the being part of you and really tapping into your spirituality, firstly, to really and truly get the impact of your business acumen and your business skill sets, and every single thing that you learned in your MBA, everything that you learned, because you have it in the back of your hand. However, the impact is not there because you don't believe in yourself, and that's the problem. And when you start to believe in yourself and you truly know that you have the capacity because you simply are, then all that brilliance will just come out and unfold naturally. And we can speak about all the hows and the strategy and all those things, like that's done. I have transformed the business over the last 4 years from loss making, cash flow stricken, to profitable and positive cash flow. So I understand the strategies, I understand the formulation, I understand all systemizing and ensuring. I've launched as well as six new SKUs nationwide. SKUs are basically, new products that are just into every large supermarket on the island. So those things I know, but before you even speak about that, you have to speak about your alignment. It really is most important.
Oh, wow. This is something that is most businesses are not aware of. And even when they attend seminars, business seminars, people don't talk about this, like internal alignment and being aligned with your business. The person, the owner, the intention is so aligned with your business. And this is exactly what we just recently, we were talking in Clubhouse just now, in the room, the Love and Respect Transforms room, regarding conscious communication. And it is not about how to communicate, close sales and all that. Conscious communication is a lot of internal work, a lot of speaking to another soul rather than, you know, speaking to another chef or another staff or another customer. It is speaking to another soul and really connecting it from source, you know, and it's so powerful. And you are creating a platform and a business that aligns all these food manufacturers around the world to create food that is actually good nourishment for humankind. So
Yes.
that is so amazing. And what can people get when they come and join in your platform? Like, what do they have to do first, and what comes out? What is involved?
So we are launching the Food Titans platform in a free food expo on Clubhouse, October the 20th. That's this coming Thursday, October the 28th, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. It is going to incorporate 4 very broad topics to really as the introduction. We're going to be speaking to food manufacturers and agro-processors in the first hour from 11:30 onwards to 12:45. We have speakers from across the world, across industry within that segment. And then we have chefs and caterers, again, chefs from across the world, different cuisines, different backgrounds, cultures, you name it, we have it. Then after we have the logistics and restaurants bringing together how our apps, how are developed, our digital transformation, how is restaurants, that collaboration changing pre and post COVID. It's critically important. And as well as the wellness industry and veganism. Is it really the way forward? You know, so we have a lot of speakers who are committing to this, who are really here to put value on. And I'm really looking forward to it. And from there, then we are going to be creating our community and a lot of free giveaways, access to our podcast, specifically food manufacturers that are family businesses. And then we are going to be launching our mini course as well, which is focusing on growth mindset within the food industry. So a lot is happening.
Wow, that is so cool. And growth mindset in the food industry. And this is something that I personally find that this platform is pioneering the world of food manufacturing. And my own personal experience with people in the food industry, and I know this through the business owners themselves, right? I mean, I go to restaurants, I buy food and all that. It's, as a customer, I don't know much, but as a business coach, I have people in the food industry that come to me for coaching, and a lot of times they're always worried about that competition, and they've always had this struggle with competitors, like maybe another two restaurants away from them serving the same kind of food, and they're always, you know, either undercutting each other or taking, you know, they find it so competitive within the food industry. And you are showing otherwise. You are showing about abundance. You are showing about having a growth mindset, aligning with your purpose, and creating food and manufacturing food consciously. Is there a way that when people come to Food Titans platform, that they will be supported, and is collaboration possible within the food industry, especially people perhaps serving the same kind of target market or serving the same kind of food, in your opinion?
Absolutely. That is how Pascal's Bakery is thriving. We have positioned ourselves with that exact mindset, with that exact focus. I went into a fellow large-scale commercial bakery on the island, and I said, listen, I am not here to compete with you. My exact words on the boardroom table with the CEO and the executive team. I'm not here to compete with you. This product that I'm presenting to you is to literally integrate so that your company can literally create magic. I'm supportive, and I'm truly collaborative. And I use these words on a daily basis because it is so. It truly is so. We have carved our niche, and we understand our niche, again, based on business principles, based on strategy, based on understanding my market, understanding the playing field, understanding the environment. And you have to understand it. you know, in order to really thrive. And that is the power of combining every single thing, understanding that the entire universe supports your purpose. Once you understand that you're here to serve, you're really here to serve. And because of that, we are serving, and we are able to enter into deals where most people wouldn't, because we understand how to serve our market, serve our industry. So yes, once you have service, doors will be open to you. It would be.
Yes, that's right. Absolutely. And it does require that growth mindset and that real a true consciousness. And if you don't know how to be conscious, I guess the platform is something that you should be a part of, you must be a part of, so that you have this awareness, and abundance goes to people who are having that abundant thinking as well, right?
Correct. It's just a matter of, you have to be surrounded with like-minded people in order to see that it is possible. You're not going to get there by yourself. It just doesn't work like that, especially with the world we live in. It is just powered by a majority's fear. So unless we make a conscious effort to become and want to become, then after you're simply not going to be. And it's just that simple. It's a choice. It's a choice to become better. It's a choice to thrive, not just survive. This is not a platform about surviving. This is a platform about creating, about collaboration, about literally making millions, because you can, once you literally know that it is possible. So that is it right there. You know, if you're ready to become, literally waking up every single day to say, yes, what am I going to create next? What product am I going to launch? How am I going to improve my systems, how am I going to really be able to save and create and grow at the same time? This platform is for you.
Absolutely. And you have someone who has built the business from, one thing, it is a family business, but also created businesses from the ground up, as well as from products from the ground up. Can you share some examples? I love that you told me about your rice cakes, but can you share some other examples that you also have, including the rice cakes, like how you started and how it became a multi-million-dollar business?
You know, I was in the gym with my trainer, and she's like, Melissa, we can't get these rice cakes because as an island, a Caribbean island, we import significant amount of food. And as a result, I was like, I know how to get this done. And I told her before the eBay was 2 to 3 months before Christmas. And I told her I'm going to get it done. She didn't believe me. I bought myself that machine as a Christmas gift. And it was my last couple $1,000 because I wasn't working. So that was and I put it in my father's factory, and I said, this is going to work. And I remember how it started. It literally started off as not knowing how to get the machine operating correctly. It was an awful snack. It was just terrible in so many ways, you know. And fast forward all the numerous steps, hiring graphic artists, working alongside my brother who is into food science to really develop what it is now. And what it is that it is on every single grocery shelf on the island. We are poised to export. It is something that has been recognized, a product that has been recognized by the Ministry of Trade on the island as one of the most innovative products. So, you know, the sales went from nothing. It went from an imported product to literally competing where we are actually able to manufacture. And we are so proud of that it has 3 ingredients, you know, and it's healthy, and children can eat it, toddlers can eat it, because it is contributing to a healthy snack, conscious food. We are really proud of the journey. And that's one of the things. And after the second one, what I did was for my MBA to graduate, again, focusing on import substitution. We launched artisan bread called ciabatta. That again, we are just focusing on private labeling. We have contracts with Starbucks. We have contracts with some of the largest supermarket chains on the island. So we are really grateful. We carve niches. I identify it through guts, and I validate it through numbers, you know, and that's my approach, and it's working. And that's my formula to ensure what's next, you know, what's next? How do we do it? Based on my lifestyle plus numbers. Yes.
Wow. Yes, the arts and science, the masculine and the feminine. Yeah, but wonderful. Yeah, your lifestyle,
Exactly.
your heart-centeredness plus the structures and the systems and the science behind everything.
Yes.
Yeah, so it is beautiful. And imagine if you are getting on the platform, you're getting supported by Melissa, who has had experience in the food industry and will be able to share with you on how you can scale and grow and use the platform to network with other food manufacturers. So how do people get started right now? What do they need to do and to be part of it?
Right. So basically all of my personal handles, Melissa Pascal on LinkedIn, Melissa Marie on IG. I'm on Clubhouse as well, Melissa Pascal, Melissa Marie Official. I mean, literally type in Melissa Marie Pascal, just Google it, and I am going to be showing up. And every single one of my platforms are tied. You can get access to the Food Titans Expo. I guarantee you that. Yeah.
Yes, so come and join in the expo on Clubhouse. If you're not on Clubhouse, you must be on Clubhouse already. Download the app and get started. Join in, get your voice heard, get yourself heard, and that's where Melissa and I met each other as well. And yes, there are a lot of amazing people in there, and you can collaborate and you can grow your communities. And this is where you get supported. So with that, thank you so much, Melissa. And any last tips that or any sharing that you want to give to people who are about to start a food industry business, or they are stuck right now in the food business?
You know, there are so many people right now, especially because of this interesting world we're living in, need additional streams of income. You're probably sitting down on a recipe that has been in your family for generations. You know, something your grandmother used to make that is just exquisite, that can transform and can become something. However, you must put a formula to it. There must be an approach, there must be a system, and there's a science to everything. Okay. And how do you create and really cost a simple thing? How do you cost this formula, this formula? How do you then launch this? Even if it is from your home, does it make sense? Are you actually creating profitability on every single dollar that you are investing, or are you just receiving cash in your hand? What is actually going into your pocket? These are questions that we are going to be answering in a lot of our courses. And it's critically important now, because every single one of us need additional streams of income. But it's a matter of, you have to ensure that you know how much cents on that dollar is profitable, that you can actually take home. Because sometimes people are making losses and have no idea what they're doing. They think cash in their hand is profits. Half the times cash in their hand is not making any sense to them. They should actually be out of business, because it's literally a waste of time. Like, poof, makes no sense. Learn how to do it right. Learn how to make money from your kitchen. That's what I would say right now as a very easy, low-hanging fruit. And for the real business owners that are already in business and you're ready to talk, get intimate with your numbers. At the end of the day, you know, what's your break-even point? Do you really know it? Do you understand which of your current customers right now are your largest one? And if so, are they your most profitable one? You know, all these questions to really understand the state of your business. How intimate are you with your business? And if you're not, well, you better get very intimate, or else guess what? Your business will run away from you and you won't even know it. So yes, that's my 2 cents for 2 very different type potential customers.
Yes, awesome. Yay. Such a short, we have this 30-minute interview, and yet it is so full of tips, nuggets, and things that you can actually take away from. And those of you who are in the food industry or thinking of starting one, get connected with me here on Facebook, send in your comments or send me a message and I'll connect you directly with Melissa. And those of you who have already been on LinkedIn and you can Google her, also can connect with her. Just let her know how you got to know about her and get into the platform. And this is something I'd love for all of you to attend the expo. And can you share again when it is? And we'll share the link to the Clubhouse room as well.
For sure. So it's October the 28th, this coming Thursday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. AST time. Most important, the time zones. So critically important. We have some amazing guest speakers as well. So be there. If you're thinking about food, if you are in food, this is where you need to be connected worldwide. Leverage it.
Beautiful. Okay, thank you so much everyone for listening in, and we'll be also sharing this on various platforms, including the virtual expo in Saudi Arabia currently happening right now, the Global Business Bash. And also we'll be sending you all emails regarding all the updates that are happening in our communities, including the expo that's coming up this week as well with Melissa Pascal, Food Titans. All right, so thank you very much, Melissa. Have a great day, everyone.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.